There's many things that make a tournament scrim game special. Maybe it's certain players deciding games.
Oh, that might be it.
Panamo is here.
That's it. Cancel the resurrection.
Skill point for Panamo to get
Another one is here.
I see.
It's another.
Suspect coming in. It
Suspect
pulls him in.
Another
He gets
grab.
another
Paddle
one.
comes down. Suspect
Two.
so he's inside lightning coming straight through. Gets the kill.
Oh, bro.
Oh, you have an
Overdrive! Oh, but the rat coffin! This is the biograph! The biograph forces! Oh, and it's judgment! Holy snap! And a boot! Oh my god! You're Stardust! ABC!
Maybe it's the team compositions you're interested in. Or maybe you just want to see the pop-offs.
Good shit!
Oh my god, that's what I fucking love to see.
Yes! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
However, sometimes one small thing could change the outcome of anything in a scrim. And I'm not talking about a gameplay move. I'm talking about things outside of a scrim. There's no real confirmation of luck actually deciding a scrim in tournaments, except for one occurrence, and it's a pretty big one. Crossroads Central Rival Revolt, the second ever CRC tournament and the most hyped and stacked tournament in this game's competitive history. Game 4 of Losers Bracket, winner locks into the top 4 while the loser gets 5th place. Two rootable underdog teams fight each other. The up-and-coming titan, Yuri Coalition, versus the European superstars of Registered. This entire scrim was intense from Game 1 to Game 5, resulting in insane moments, crazy retakes, and some of the most hype back and forth gameplay in this game's history. And also the scrim where Ice forgot to fix his mic so he sounds like he is in a different room while talking.
What's happening?
However, what most people don't know is that one lucky factor decided this entire scrim. A coin flip decided this entire scrim. This is how a high stakes tournament game was fully decided by one single coin flip. While most of this scrim is insanely hype, we need to focus on important details. Firstly, Yuri Coalition barely scrapes by Game 4 on Bowling Alley, finally tying the score up 2-2 and going into the final game. Second, we need to understand the map pool and how Game 5 works. In this stage of the tournament, games before the finals were all best of 5s, first to 3. The maps go by a ban and pick basis, with a coin toss deciding which team bans and picks maps first in a cycle of banning a map, picking, banning, picking, before each team bans one last map. After that, a wheel is spun to decide the final map out of the available options left. It's a pretty great system and allows for creative ban choices and strategies to be enabled for both teams. However, we need to recognize the map list for a second, because oh my god, this map list is not that good. Like, look at the amount of hybrid maps they had at this time, holy! There were special rules when it came to the hybrid maps showing up in Game 5. Since hybrid maps share Conquer and Annihilate, the two teams can decide on what game mode to play. However, if both teams disagree on the game mode being played, a coin flip will happen to decide the game mode before it happens. The scrim going to the final game wheel pick happened 4 times during this tournament, all involving Yuri Coalition. 2 of those games had Conquer maps, and the other one had both teams agreeing to Conquer SFOF instead of Annihilate. With Yuri Coalition versus Registered, however, they got Game 5 as Bogio Skatepark. For some reason, Skatepark was a hybrid map. Registered had a much better team composition for Annihilate if needed, thanks to their players' aggressive mains and Yuri Coalition's lack of Annihilate consistency, while Registered also had a lack of experience on Conquer with this map, so they advocated to go Annihilate against Yuri Coalition. Yuri Coalition, despite not having too much experience on Skatepark, will almost always prefer Conquer in any way possible over Annihilate, so they advocated to go Conquer against Registered. This caused a tie in the game modes and caused a coin flip to happen. Registered was able to claim heads first since the team leader of Yuri Coalition lagged and wasn't able to claim heads in time due to this. Yes, I am being serious about this. So, if the coin landed on heads, Skatepark on Game 5 would be Annihilate. If the coin landed on tails, Skatepark on Game 5 would be Conquer. In other words, Registered basically wins if it's heads, and Yuri Coalition had an actual chance of winning if it's tails. The coin landed on tails, making Skatepark on Game 5 Conquer. And guess what happened? This Scrim got to Game 5 on Skatepark. And not only did Yuri Coalition win this game, they absolutely crushed Registered in an uncharacteristic fashion for almost the entire game, winning by over 30 points. And the effect this game had on the whole tournament was kind of insane. Since this game decided the top 4, Yuri Coalition got a free pass into the next CRC tournament by default, which skips the qualifier phase. Additionally, Yuri Coalition had 2 insane scrims against prestigious pros and Nightmare, pulling off some of the craziest scrims in this game's history, which ultimately landed them in 3rd place as the true underdog of the tournament, and making themselves a crowd favorite throughout their incredibly close losers bracket run. In fact, the 2 scrims I mentioned can have videos made on them alone due to how insane they are. Registered unfortunately just had to watch from the sidelines, still being a crowd favorite team to this day despite most of the main members being occupied by exams. Either way though, a coin flip for Game 5 truly did give Yuri Coalition a lucky break for once in the tournament, and I don't think anything like this would ever be recreated in the future with other tournament scrims, as this was a once in a lifetime chance of being a huge factor, and the fact that a scrim like this was decided by a coin flip will forever be a crazy what if Yuri Coalition had to fight on Annihilate Skatepark. I wish I could be more in depth on the scrim, but honestly, this one small moment was absolutely pivotal for the outcome. There may never ever be another scrim that would be decided by a coin flip like this one has.
We were lucky with the map picks. Like really. The
Yeah,
last map.
if we lost the 50-50 on Skatepark, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been really bad. We would have been forced
Yeah.
to like bunker.
Honestly,
Bro,
I don't even know. Any skatepark isn't in tourney pool, I don't think.
You guys are
It is.
crazy.
it is.
It is?
no, it is. I'm pretty
It
sure
is.
it is.